My name is Maggie Hope, a makeup artist, and I am a millennial on the move. Every day for me, it's a learning day, and even when I'm teaching my students, I also still learn from them. You need to feel that you're worthy to achieve anything. You need to feel you're confident, and at the same time, you need to feel that you deserve to be given a specific pay. I'm a makeup artist and a makeup trainer as well. And I was born in Thika Nursing Home, to be specific. My journey growing up, I grew up in most parts of Kenya because my parents used to move a lot because of work. I went to my kindergarten and part of my primary school in Bungoma Marel Academy, and then at some point we moved to Sagana, and then now back to Nairobi again. I went to high school in Tungoni Academy, and my campus I didn't finish. I started and then I didn't finish because of a few circumstances, which I ended up having a baby in the process of it. So when in primary, I think I was more of a very active girl, I would say that, and very, very playful. But I would say I was also very, very smart in the sense I was really good in maths, I was really good in school, but at the same time really a playful girl. And I involved myself in drama, music festivals, so until to the nationals, if I can remember. And in high school, I would say, I think I was still, I think, playful. I'm very an extroverted person and very talkative. And I wouldn't say that I didn't love school, but at the same time, I think I was in between. So I would say I used to like school, and at the same time I didn't. But one thing for sure is that I was really, I would consider myself maybe a playboy back then, because I used to really involve myself in a lot of games and in a lot of activities back in school. So one thing in my first years of joining campus, I feel like I really didn't enjoy it, and despite being pregnant, I feel like it was more of a relief for me, because I was going to be doing a career course which I don't think I really wanted to do, because basically it was out of my parents who really wanted me to do that particular course. So I'm a last born in a family of 6, with 4 step siblings and 2 of us, me and my big brother. So when I was growing up, I would say my dad is a very ambitious man, and somebody who really wanted us to be better than him, or basically just be able to get to his level. And of course he wanted careers which are more of something you would really brag about it, like being a doctor, a lawyer, you know. But basically for me, I didn't want any of those things. And when I joined campus, basically I really didn't really enjoy it the first year, and I don't regret getting pregnant at the process of it. But I knew for sure I'm not going to go back to campus to go back and study what my dad put me to study. So yeah, I'm okay. So my parents' reaction, and I told them that I'm pregnant. First of all, my mom was really, really disappointed, because considering my mom is a church elder, so you can imagine. And then I'm someone who have gone through discipleship classes in church, and my pastor looked up to me like, you know, we're that family whereby, you know, we are very, very straightforward. And on the other end, my dad used to really boast a lot about me when I was growing up, and everybody used to talk about my daughter, my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. I used to be his favorite. So when I broke up the news to him, I think it was really the first time when I really saw my dad crying. And yeah, he was really, really disappointed with me. I used to like makeup in the sense of I used to like doing my eyebrows, not really my eyebrows, but my eyeliner and my lipstick. And basically those are the only things that I used to own as makeup products with myself. But then one day I ended up getting my makeup done for the first very time. And that was, I think in when I was in 21 years in Rwanda. And the moment I looked at myself in the mirror, I really loved how I looked. And from that day on, that's when I just knew this is what I want to do, and this is how I would want my face to be looking every single day, and at the same time also do it on other people. So that is how I started, and I ended up starting buying new products to my kit, which I didn't really basically have. So just to ensure that I'm able to achieve what the makeup artist did to me. So the first product I bought, I think it was the foundations, concealers. But then now on YouTube, what they don't tell you is that they don't show you that there are different particular shades. I didn't have that knowledge that foundations have different shades for different skin tone. So when I was going to buy, exactly what I saw on YouTube. And it wasn't my shade. So I remember the first time I put that makeup on myself, I looked so white. And everybody was looking at me and was like, Maggie, are you sure you're okay? I think you need to rub it out. And I was like, no, I saw it on YouTube, and that lady was using this product, so I'm using the right thing. And it was quite an interesting journey for me to discover myself into the makeup industry and basically just know the right things to use. And I remember my first client, I don't even want to talk about it because what? We did makeup for almost 5 hours because I feel I panicked because it was my first client. And I thank God for the husband, is the one who saved my life, because he was like, "Hii makeup, by the way, kama amalizi kupaka, mimi nakuacha." So the woman was like, "Okay, let's go." But trust me, I did her makeup for 5 hours, and I kept on rubbing, and she wasn't really satisfied. And I remember I went back home and I told my mom, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to do this ever again. And she really encouraged me to go back because the next day I had another client. So she really encouraged me to go back and do her makeup and not cancel her. And my second client, let me say, she's the one who made me continue with this journey, because I did her makeup and she was really impressed. I think maybe because I was more relaxed and I knew she's the last one. I'm never going to do this ever again. So I did her makeup, she loved it, and she gave me a 500 bob tip. And I think that got me excited. When I got back home, I was like, no, Mom, I think I'm going to do this, because I was really excited about it. And that's how everything started. I would say after that particular client, I felt like I didn't want to give up. I really wanted to do this, and I felt like I was really capable. And at the same time, don't forget that I have a kid who is looking up to me. So I was like, you know what, you can't give up. She needs this. And at the same time, you also need this for yourself. And I also wanted to prove to my dad, you know what, I can do this. I can be okay. And I can really also be successful and be able to provide for my child. One of my biggest achievement was working to a brand which I really loved, and I was looking up forward to being interactive with it. And this brand really grew who I am today. First of all, they took me for training, which I got now the knowledge which I have right now, which is the training for how to apply makeup, product knowledge, skincare, every single thing. And I feel they're the ones who really played a lot in who I am today, because the knowledge I have right now is basically the knowledge which I was given back in 2017, I think it was in 2017. So I was with them for almost 3 years, and then in the process I opened my first shop, but it was really difficult to manage a shop, and then at the same time you're employed at the same time. And I used to maneuver the two, and at some point I ended up closing it because I felt like I'm not able to be at the two places at the same time. And I felt like maybe when I quit my employment, then I think I can focus in being independent. I know you'd love to know about my achievements, right? Or some of the lessons that I have gone through or learned through the years. And at the same time, maybe give you an advice. Stay tuned and don't go away. Welcome back from the break, guys, and let's talk about the lessons that I've learned across the years. It may feel short, but then let's talk about it. So I think my first biggest lesson that I've learned, it's worth. As a makeup artist, you really need to understand your worth as a person, which is something that I really didn't know. I feel back then, I really didn't know my worth, and I think I got played here and there, because I felt maybe I'm not worthy, my art is not that good, and I wasn't that confident enough. And I feel right now, if you really want to be a makeup artist, not basically just a makeup artist, but basically every single thing in life, you need to feel that you're worthy to achieve anything. You need to feel you're confident, and at the same time, you need to feel that you deserve to be given a specific pay according to how you feel about yourself. One of my biggest, I think, professional disappointment was when one client, we were talking with her for almost a week on how she's going to be doing, she's going to get her makeup done. And then the DD came, so all through she was like asking me, so how much is it to trim eyebrows? I told her, okay, it's 200. And how much is to do makeup is this particular amount. At that particular time is when I was starting myself in this particular career. So I knew I'm going to be making money for makeup, not trimming eyebrows. So basically when I got to her place, she was like, you know, Maggie, I wasn't able to manage to raise the money to get my makeup done, but how about you just trim my eyebrows? I was like, wow. So you got me all the way from the house for me to come and trim eyebrows for 200. Like, you can imagine fares involved. You've gone through an Uber, maybe. That time I went with a matatu. So you've paid your fare to and from, which is already worth that 200. So basically, it was really disappointing. I think after I left her house, I really cried outside her door, and I was like, oh, someone do this to me, why? And I think from that's when I decided to be doing deposits. So if you're not giving me a 70% deposit, I'm not leaving my comfort zone, because like I couldn't take that. It was really frustrating, honestly. When am I most satisfied with my work, I would really say is when I look at my client and she's really happy. Like, I would say that's one of the big, it's a fulfillment which I really can't really express and say. And basically, an example, maybe it's a wedding, it's a photo shoot, or maybe she was just going somewhere and you do her makeup and she just smiles and she was like, Maggie, thank you, I really look beautiful. Or she just look at the mirror and she just keeps on saying, you know, I look amazing, I look beautiful, look at me. And this is just fulfillment. Honestly speaking, it makes me happy, it makes me fulfilled, and it gives me the sense of joy that I need to keep on doing what I'm doing. And at the same time, it's also my students, like when they leave class and after they're finished with their course and they're out there and I'm seeing them really doing amazing jobs, and it just makes me happy. I'm like, oh, those are my eyebrows, you know, like those are my lips, because this is how I do my thing, this is how I do this and this and this, and it just makes me so proud of myself that not only have I just achieved something for myself, but basically I've also nurtured dreams in other people. So when I was starting, I didn't have the knowledge, as I said. I didn't have any experience, I didn't have any training, and it was so difficult being in this industry when you don't have that. And I didn't know how even to write a contract, I didn't even know how to ask a deposits, you know. And I didn't know how to do things. And along the way, I found myself, okay, I'm doing this way, and even a client would even correct me. And when I go back home, I would feel very inferior about myself. And when I got the knowledge with one of the best, I would say, not only in the country, because it was a mixture of Nigeria, UK, and South Africa. And when I got that, I really wanted to do the same thing back to other people, to nurture their dreams, to give them the knowledge that I didn't have back then, to make them avoid the mistakes which I made, and to make sure that they are better off than me. They don't have to start where I started when I was being thrown left, right, and center, but they can start from a high point and be able to achieve whatever they want to achieve in this industry. And at the same time, the industry is so huge, we can't really satisfy all the women and all the people who wants to do their makeup done. So for me, nurturing the best, they need to be at least the best to to be outstanding more than the rest. And I think that's a winning point for me. I would say the words that I live by is do good always. And everything that you do, do it with your whole heart. One thing I've come to realize, it will always pay off. But then if you do something, whether even though you're not being treated the right way, there's way you expect for you to be treated, they'll always pay later on in life. So I'd always say, just give your best. And I feel everything that I've achieved in life right now, I feel it's out of the good that I did, whether when I was employed, or whether in whichever way I interacted with anyone. And I feel it pays off in one way or another. And apart from it all, always put God first. He's the center of it all. So when it comes to makeup is a learning journey every single day, because you can't say you have learned it all. Trends keep on changing. Today we have these particular types of brows. When you wake up tomorrow in the morning, the brows have changed. So I would say every day for me, it's a learning day. And even when I'm teaching my students, I also still learn from them. And I can't know it all. So we all have different techniques when it comes to makeup. The way I do my makeup as a makeup artist is totally different from someone else does their makeup. So for me, it's more of learning. I want to see how they do it, and I pick one or two things from them. And basically, I would say when it comes to this industry, never stop learning. Never say that you've had enough of the knowledge that you want to, that you have acquired every single knowledge that you have. So the first thing when it comes to makeup application, I feel it's really important for you to ask your client the type of skin they have, or if they don't know, basically just try and see the kind of skin they have, because different products and different products work well with specific skin types. So I feel as a makeup artist, this is one thing which we really need to understand, the skin. So when it comes to which products for you to buy, this will always depend with also your skin type, because there are different types of skins, which are 5. The normal skin, the dry, the sensitive, the combination, and an oily skin. And when you understand your skin, you'll be able to know which product for you to use. Because if you use the wrong product, let's say for example, you have an oily skin, and then you end up going to buy a product for a dry skin. So basically, the product for a dry skin is basically to give them moisture on their skin and hydration, and to give them oil on their skin. So in case you end up buying that and your skin is oily, you're basically just increasing the content of oil, the content of moisture and hydration on your skin. My advice to millennials who would like to start to getting themselves into this industry is this, that don't be scared. I know there are already big names in the industry. Don't be scared. There's Maggie, there's another person, there's this and this. Don't really be scared, because the market is so huge and we can't finish all of it. So, and our clients out there, they look for a specific thing from a specific person. So not everyone will like how I do my makeup. Not everyone will like how somebody else do their makeup, but they might like how you do your makeup. So please don't be afraid, just join us. And it's a really beautiful industry, which I would say when it comes to women, beauty is everything. Like, this is not an industry whereby we're going to say next year, 10 years from now, it's going to get over. Because every day, single day, people want to look beautiful, people want to get their makeup done, people want to attend functions. Weddings will still be there, birthdays will still be there, shoots will still be there. So you don't expect me to be 10 years still here. So we need you in the industry. It's really interesting how much this makeup industry has exposed me to. And I remember some of my, I would say, bigger achievements, because it's not really my biggest, but I've traveled also to Ghana to be a makeup artist on a particular series. And for a whole month, which I really, really enjoyed it, and it's something which I don't think I was capable of. I've been able to do runways, backstage, and all these things which really make me feel accomplished and make me feel that I really did a good thing following my dreams to be a makeup artist. So one of my biggest achievements, which I would say, is starting at school. Like, this is something which I really didn't think it would be possible, but basically just having my first students, like there were 10 of them, and I was really shocked. Like, so you guys really look up to me in this much, and you really want to learn from me. And the fact that I opened one and they graduated, I think it really made me happy, that I really nurtured so many dreams out there, and I keep on doing that. So my take maybe on those people who have physical disabilities, I feel, and you're really interested with makeup, I feel it's not really, it's not impossible for you not to achieve it. I've seen one interesting makeup artist who doesn't have their hands and they do their makeup with their legs. Like, it's really amazing to see that. Like, who would do that? Like, you can't even imagine yourself doing your makeup with your legs. So, and basically when it comes to makeup, it's more of just learning. It's not really difficult. It's not like being in class and learning a whole lot of books for you to figure it out. But I feel it's more practical. So just give it a try, and it's possible.